Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are still at home. Game 2 of a 4-game set against the Diamondbacks. Those things load up here. We did win yesterday in a tight game, 1-0. And that run came late in the game. Oh, excuse me, I got hiccups all of a sudden. So hopefully that settles down, because that's not going to make this easy at all to get through. Squirrels take the field. Normal lineup. Don't have an off day till the 6th, I do believe. I don't really know why it always spotlights Joey and Tom. Because I don't feel like it's not always the shortstop and catcher for other teams. Anyway, Paulie on the mound today. His numbers as excellent as they typically are. 40 strikeouts already on the season. 4 wins. Hasn't given up a run yet. Brian Roberts to the plate. Paulie opens with a knuckleball. That is called a strike. Goes with it again. Gets the call on the outside corner. Makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 away. That'll bring Orlando Hudson to the plate. First pitch is called a strike. Bounces that knuckleball in. It's the thing with knuckleballs, you don't always know where they're going. So you're just going to have to live with some pitches like that with Paulie. That pitch was a strike. Makes it 1-2. Gets another swing and a miss. Struck out both of the first 2 batters of the game. Freddie Sanchez to the plate now, and he will start off with strike 1. Hit towards the middle. It will get through for a base hit, so a runner aboard for the Diamondbacks. That will bring Golf to the plate. He starts off with strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Diamondbacks do get a hit, but otherwise 3 strikeouts. So we'll go to the bottom half of the inning where Kester will lead things off. Looks like the normal lineup for the Diamondbacks. Voiles on the mound. I know I created Voiles. I don't remember. I can't remember if he came in the second year when I tried to remake the Orcas, or if he's been a Diamondback from the get. In any case, he gets Kester to ground out to second. And this pitch to Marvin, who is batting left-handed, is called a strike. Fouled away, makes it 0-2. Chases that pitch for a swing and a miss. That's 2 outs in the game. That will bring Chief to the plate. So I feel like I need to lock in a little bit here. My announcing's been all over. Chief with an 0-2 count. Swings and misses. So that's a lot of strikeouts. 5 out of the 6 first outs in the game are all strikeouts. Kester grounding. Only 2 batters have not struck out. Kester ground out, and Sanchez got a hit up the middle. Matt Kemp at the plate for the Diamondbacks here in the second. That first pitch well out of the zone. Ground ball that Kester will handle. 1 away. Mike Lowell at the plate now. First pitch is called a strike. And that fastball stays high, 1-1. Stays high again, 2-1. Paulie comes back with a knuckleball that's not particularly close. Makes it 3-1. Throws a fastball, and Chief jumps up and makes a good defensive play to save a hit. So 2 down, Caicedo at the plate. And he will hit this into center field. Marvin right there for the catch. So 3 up, 3 down, though slightly more exciting than 3 straight strikeouts. Terry will take the plate for the Squirrels. And he will start off with strike 1 on a curveball. And that fastball runs up and out. Voiles tries again. Gets a swing and a miss on the apple ball. I don't remember what that is off the top of my head. This is a ground ball to third. Lowell to first with it, and there is 1 out. That'll bring Frank to the plate. First pitch is down and out. Swing and a miss makes it 1-1. Pops this one up. Snyder goes in front of the plate, and he will make the grab. 2 down. Tom comes to the plate. First pitch, a fastball right down the middle. Tom lets it go by. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 6 up, 6 down for the Squirrels. We move into the 3rd inning. No runs in the game. Snyder will lead things off for Arizona. All right, first pitch to Snyder is too low. Follows it up with the fastball for a strike. Not that Paulie's fastball is particularly fast, but I feel like everything comes in more or less the same speed. It's just how does it break. Gets Snyder to swing and miss at strike 3. 1 out. Voiles to the plate. He has not gotten a hit this year. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one that will get through the left side. His first hit of the season. Puts a runner on first with 1 out. 4 strikeouts for Paulie the first time through, and say very front-loaded there. Roberts, one of those strikeout victims, grounds back to Paulie. He knocks it down. Only play is to first. That'll put a runner into scoring position. O-Dog at the plate. 2 outs. First pitch is called a strike. This one gets away from Tom. Wasn't even a knuckleball, but puts a runner on third. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Hudson does not like the call. But we are going to go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still no runs in the game. Zach due up for the Squirrels. Zach looks at ball 1. Called strike on a curveball. Zach took a look at the umpire. And this fastball too high. 2-1 the count. Hits this one right to Hudson at second. 1 away. Joey will come to the plate now. Remember back in our first season, he struggled to stay above 200. And he's hit over 300 the past couple seasons, I feel like. Currently hitting over 300 as well. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Paulie at the plate. He has gotten a few hits this month. Swings and misses at a sinker. Don't know how you have a high sinker, but that's what we had. That fastball sails. 1-1. Outside with that one, makes it 2-1. Voiles winds and delivers a pitch sinker that just catches the outside corner. 2-2. Called strike 3. And that's a pretty unproductive first trip through the lineup for the Squirrels. We'll go to the 4th inning. Freddie Sanchez due up for the Diamondbacks. Sanchez with a base hit up the middle in his first at-bat. First pitch from Paulie is called a strike. Comes back to the knuckleball. Is it going to be fair or foul? It is a foul ball. 0-2. High fastball, and Sanchez swings and misses for strike 3. That'll bring Golf to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. That pitch runs inside near Golf's hands. Hits this one, and Paulie makes a pretty good play to get the second out of the inning. Matt Kemp at the plate. He ground out to second in his first at-bat. First pitch is called a strike on the outside corner. And that pitch stays high. 1-1. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Called strike 3. That will end the top of the fourth. This game is motoring right along. Still 0-0. Kester due up for Indianapolis in the bottom of the fourth inning. Kester ground out to second in his first at-bat. That curveball called a strike on the outside corner. And a high fastball called a strike makes it 0-2. Kester pops this one up. Voiles is going to drift back and make the play. 1 down. That will bring Marvin to the plate. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. 5 strikeouts for Voiles, the first time through the Squirrels' order. Marvin hits this towards second, and Hudson will make the play. 2 down. Chief also struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at a curveball for strike 1 here. And that one stays outside, maybe low as well. 1-1. Called strike, we'll say down at the knees. Swing and a miss, that will end the inning. We move into the 5th, still waiting on really even much of a threat for a run. The Diamondbacks got their pitcher to third, but that's been it. Mike Lowell will come to the plate for Arizona to open up the 5th inning. Lowell looks at a pitch outside. Mike Lowell almost got a hit. It took Chief making a leaping play to save that ball from finding the left field line. Swings and misses at that pitch. Makes it a 2-1 count. Hits this one into center field. It will get down for a base hit. No defense for that one. That'll bring Caicedo to the plate. Believe he flew out to center in his first at-bat. Pretty much right to Marvin. Has an 0-2 count. And looks at strike 3. 1 away. That'll bring Snyder to the plate. He struck out in his first at-bat. And looks at strike 1 here. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Pops this one up. Tom looking for it and makes the grab in foul ground. So that'll bring Voiles to the plate. Got his first hit of the season in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Ground ball to short. Joey will throw over to first, and that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Terry's going to lead off for the Squirrels. Whole lot of zeros up on the board. Terry ground out in his first at-bat. Hits this one to Lowell, so ground out in his second at-bat as well. That'll bring Frank to the plate. Popped out, though I don't remember who fielded it off the top of my head. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses for strike 2. Hits this one up in the air. Snyder goes out and he will grab it in front of home plate. 2 away. Tom at the plate. He struck out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses here. Hits this one into left field, but it's going to hook foul. 0-2. 2 away, nobody on base. Hits this one into right field. Hudson going back, and he will make the grab. We move into the 6th inning. Still a lot of nothing. Brian Roberts due up for the Diamondbacks.
Number 1, Brian Roberts.
Paulie gets a swing and a miss for strike 1. Another swing and a miss for strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Hudson at the plate. He has struck out in both at-bats so far today and looks at strike 1 here. Pitches a bit inside, 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, Freddie Sanchez. He's 1 for 2 today. Feel like I should also note that was strikeout number 10 for Paulie. Sanchez is going to ground out to second, and we will move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Zach due up for the Squirrels. I mean, yeah, one somewhat kind of serious scoring threat, and that has been it today. Zach swings and misses at the first pitch. Looks at strike 2 on a curveball. Hits this one into right, but Kemp is there to make the grab. 1 down, Joey to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. And first pitch here is called a strike. A pretty good curveball on the outside corner. That curveball higher in the zone, but Joey lets it go by for strike number 2. This pitch up and in. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Paulie to the plate, struck out in his first at-bat. Now with there being no score, I don't feel like I can really take him out yet. Lowell picks it up and throws it over, and that will bring us to the 7th inning. Still no score, hardly any offense at all to speak of. Golf is going to lead off for Arizona. He is 0 for 2 so far with a strikeout and a ground out. First pitch is called a strike on the inside corner. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Matt Kemp to the plate. First pitch swung on and missed. Another called strike, so I got a work email right in the middle of that. 0-2. Hit into right field. It's going to get down for the 4th base hit of the day for the Diamondbacks. Mike Lowell has hit the ball well, got robbed of a hit in his first at-bat and did get a hit in his second. Looks at strike 1. Pops this one up. Tom should have this no problem. And there it is. 2 down, Caicedo at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch is called a strike. Bounces that one in, almost rolled it. That pitch wasn't much better. This time Caicedo chased it. 1-2. Swings and misses at another knuckleball, and we are to the 7th inning stretch. No score in the ball game. Squirrels will be at the top of their order on the other side.
Now, please rise and join the singer. Alright, Echo is going to come into play center field.
Caicedo slides over to left, and Roberts comes out of the game for Arizona. First pitch to Kester is called a strike. That pitch is too low. I assume somebody will score today, but I really have no idea who at this point. Kester has a 2-1 count. He shoots this one down the right field line. That is the first Squirrels hit and first Squirrels base runner of the day here in the bottom of the 7th. Marvin at the plate looks at strike one. This one's low. I'm usually not a big fan of stealing, but I wouldn't mind if Kester took off here. Marvin with a 1-2 count. He will swing and miss for strike three. One down, Chief at the plate. He has struck out twice today. Kester does take off, but pitch is fouled away, so nothing doing. Chief then looks at strike two. Swings and misses for strike three. Two away, it's up to Terry now. He's ground out in both at-bats today. First pitch called a strike. That one's a touch low, 1-1. Bounces that curveball in to make it 2-1. A check over to first. Probably overdue for that. The speedy runner. Called strike on the outside corner. Makes it 2-2. Called strike three. Same pitch, same result. Terry swings at neither of them. So we're going to move into the 8th inning. It's no longer a perfect game. But no score. Chris Snyder is due to lead off for Arizona. He has struck out and fouled out today. And he will swing and miss at the first pitch. Yeah, that one misses inside. Knuckleball misses again, makes it 2-1. There's a called strike, makes it 2-2. Called strike three. One down. Voiles at the plate. It's hard to take either one of these pitchers out right now, so Voiles is going to hit for himself. Looks at strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Two away. Echo with his first at-bat of the game. He will start off with a fouled pitch. Weakly fouled, I might add. That pitch is down and in, makes it 1-1. Hits this one into left field, but it's going to hook foul. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. That will end the top of the 8th. We are still scoreless, and Frank is due up for the Squirrels. Now actually talk about combined hits since the Squirrels have one now. That'll bring Frank to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Hits this one high in the air. Voiles is going to go towards shortstop and field it himself. One down. Tom is 0 for 2 today. Actually, everybody's 0 for 2 other than Kester. First pitch is called a strike. Tom grounds this one over to first. Golf steps on the bag. Zach at the plate now. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch is called a strike. Hits this one into right field. There's the second Squirrels hit of the day, or actually fairly similar. Couple singles into right field near the line. Joey has struck out twice today. Zach takes off, and this is not looking good. He is thrown out. Wasn't my favorite play, but I get it. So anyway, we go to the 9th. Nobody has scored. Orlando Hudson is due up for the Diamondbacks. Paulie's got a chance for a complete game. The only thing holding him back might be extra innings. First pitch is called a strike. So the plan right now, not going to let Paulie start pitching extra innings. So he is due up second at the bottom of the inning, so we'll pinch hit for him after this. Hudson pops up foul. That's out number 1. Brings Freddie Sanchez to the plate. He's 1 for 3. Looks at a ball. Lines this one foul. 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, Golf at the plate. He's 0 for 3 so far. Pops this one up. Holly's going to field it himself towards third base. And that'll bring us to the bottom of the 9th. Still no score. Joey will lead things off. I feel like we got to put Quentin in as our pinch hitter because he's the most likely to just put it over the fence and end this. So we'll figure out the defense after that. Joey with the fresh count looks at ball 1. Swings and misses at a curveball for strike 1. This fastball outside makes it 2-1. Hits this one, but Hudson makes a pretty good leaping play for the first out of the inning. Ooh, sorry, I had a big yawn. All right, here comes Quentin. See if he can really hit one hard here. Like Marvin, he will bat left-handed. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses for 0-2. Hits this one through the right side of the infield, so he at least comes up with a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Kester, 1 for 3 so far, showing bunt. Gets down a pretty good one. Successful sacrifice puts a runner into scoring position for Marvin, who is hitless today, and there are 2 outs. Voyle starts off with a sinker for strike 1. Fastball for strike 2. Marvin swings and misses, and we are going into the 10th inning. So, still looking for that first run of the game. Matt Kemp is going to start things off for Arizona. And the Squirrels are going to turn to Nakai as soon as it lets me. Put him into Marvin's spot. We're going to switch around Zach into center and let Quentin play right.
Your attention, please. Now coming on the pitch for Indianapolis, number 18, Nakai.
All right, I guess we're going 2 innings apiece for the bullpen until something happens. Kemp is 1 for 3 today. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one up in the air. Nakai is going to field it himself over towards third. 1 down. Mike Lowell, 1 for 3 today. Looks at strike 1. His last at bat was by far his least well hit ball. Has a 1-1 count at the moment. Puts this one into left field. That's his second hit of the day. 1 on, 1 out. Caicedo. He will hit. The Diamondbacks put in a pinch runner. Chad Tracy is going to take over. Goes from speed 4 to speed 9, so that is a difference. Caicedo at the plate has a 1-1 count. Ground ball. This could be a double play. Nakai fields it, and it took Joey so long to cover second there wasn't even a throw to first. 2 away, runner on first. Snyder at the plate, looks at a fastball low, and that fastball inside. 2-0. Check over on first. Swings and misses to make it 2-1. Breaking ball, swung on and missed, makes it 2-2. Goes back to the breaking ball, and that's another hit into left field. Diamondbacks with runners on first and second. Voiles at the plate. Looks like they're going to let him hit here in the 10th. And he grounds to third. Chief makes the play, and we're going to move to the bottom of the 10th inning. Not sure about that move from Arizona. We're still scoreless, though, and the heart of the order coming up for the Squirrels. Chief, though, 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts. Has not looked good at the plate today. Watches that curveball break well outside. And misses a fastball right down the middle. Misses another fastball, 1-2. Hits this one, but it's foul. Voiles winds. And gets a swing and a miss, the 4th strikeout of the day for Chief. Terry 0 for 3, a couple groundouts and a strikeout. Hits this one right to third, Tracy over to first. 2 away. That will bring Frank to the plate. He's hit the ball in the air 3 times, but flown out all 3 of those times. Looks at strike 1. Watches that sinker miss well up and out. Hits this one. That'll be a base hit into right center. Frank stays at first base after a big turn. 1 on, 2 out. Tom at the plate. He is hitless today. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And that curveball called a ball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We'll move on to the 11th inning. Still nothing. 10 combined hits now for the teams, but not really all that productive. I mean, obviously, it's a scoreless game. Echo at the plate. I have already forgotten what he did in his first at-bat. Looks at, he swung actually at strike 1. Swings at strike 2. And this is well hit into left field. That's over Frank's head. How many bases will he get? He'll stop at second base, a leadoff double for Echo. All right, so Orlando Hudson at the plate. He looks at a ball inside. Swings and misses to make it 1-1. Called strike 2. Fouled away, still 1-2. Into center field, and that will be the, well, I say that, he's got a shot here, but no, it is the first run of the game. The Diamondbacks take the 1-0 lead in the top of the 11th inning. Freddie Sanchez in the box, swings and misses at the first pitch. Runner takes off, but it gets away from Tom anyway. So runner now in scoring position. 0-2 count on Sanchez, who swings at a changeup in the dirt. 1 down, Golf at the plate. Runner in scoring position. First pitch, changeup on the inside corner, strike 1. Swings and misses at a breaking ball, but it gets away from Tom again. Another run 90 feet away. Golf looks at strike 3 for a big second out. That'll bring Kemp to the plate. First pitch is called strike on a breaking ball. Popped up in front of the plate. Tom will come out, and he makes the play. So the Diamondbacks with a 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 11th. Zach due up for the Squirrels. The Diamondbacks are going to let Voiles try to complete the 11-inning shutout. His first pitch to Zach is called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Called strike 3, 1 down. That'll bring Joey to the plate. He's 0 for 3. First pitch is called a strike. Hit up the middle. That will get through for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Quinton at the plate. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one at the knees. Strike two, a curveball on the outside corner. Swing and a miss, strike three. It's up to, Voiles apparently hurt his elbow on that pitch. So he has to come out with 2 outs in the 11th inning. That is a shame for them. They will turn to Pettit to try to... This is Yusmero Pettit. Not enough T's or E's to be Andy Pettit. Not that he should be closing anyway. Kester does have a hit today. Sack bunt in his last at-bat. Swings and misses at strike one. Looks at a ball. This one is fouled away. 1-2, called strike three. That is your ball game. The Diamondbacks win a 1-0 game in 11 innings. And that snaps something like a 7 or 8 game winning streak for the Squirrels. Though I admit I didn't expect to, especially in a 4-game series, did not expect to sweep the Diamondbacks. I mean, the player of the game is probably going to go to whoever drove that in. I can't remember. Must have been Hudson. But for my money, it probably really should have been Echo for hitting that opening double there in the 11th to set up the play anyway. But as predicted, Hudson gets the player of the game, and that's just fine too. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we're back against the Diamondbacks tomorrow. We'll see you then.